have good news. Finally, good news this week. And oh my God, I need it. I need it so bad. So what happened today in court? The defendants in the case, the FDA, filed a motion in court for a voluntary remand. What's a voluntary remand? Well, the FDA basically told the Whitman that they made an oopsie. And, well, we might have made an oopsie. And we would like an opportunity to walk this back a little bit. That indeed, maybe tirzepatide is still in shortage. And maybe we should not have listened to solely the evidence presented by Eli Lilly. So the judge granted the motion and ordered both of the parties to come back on November 21st with a joint statement. So what does that mean? That means that your compounding pharmacy and your telehealth can still prescribe tirzepatide without worrying about getting in trouble till November 21st. But for everybody that didn't plan ahead, that got caught off guard by all this and don't have a plan, this gives you a little bit of cushion of guaranteed safety of the availability of your journey continuing on as it has. This is huge. It's such good news. This has been the longest 9-10 days of the year. So what could happen on the 21st? Well, the FDA could come back and say, we've looked at the data, and indeed, tirzepatide is out of shortage. And we are going to remove it from the shortage list. So then at that point, it is also in this order that you will have a 2-week offload period. 2 weeks of grace period to finish off all the patients without worrying about legal ramifications from the FDA. Before you go, oh, it's probably just going to go on shortage again. Eli Lilly cannot handle that kind of volume if all of these millions of people go back onto brand name medication. Unfortunately, Concord, North Carolina. What's Concord? It's Eli Lilly's new $2 billion investment.
Eli Lilly doubled its initial investment for this facility to $2 billion.
It's a great day in North Carolina.
On Friday, that facility opened its doors, and Queen City News got a look inside the almost entirely automated manufacturing center. Officials with Eli Lilly said they're going to start manufacturing drugs in this facility by the end of the year.
As if that wasn't bad enough, they plan to start shipping medication by the end of the year. Early next year at the latest. They have construction crews and people working around the clock. You heard her. It was built in 2 years. It should have took 5. Eli is not messing around with trying to secure this patent and protect it. So you really need to start thinking about what you're going to do with the next part of your journey. The first thing you can do is follow this channel. I will bring you the latest up-to-date information on the shortage, and then also things to help support your weight loss journey. We can do this together. Remember, I just came off 6 weeks of doing the Wegovy experiment, and I did fine, and I lost weight, and I was terrified and didn't want to do it. If you haven't seen that video, you can catch it here. But I did great on that experiment, and I was terrified, and I didn't want to do it, and I just did it so I can report how it was. And it wasn't bad. We have options. Okay, back to today's current news is who's moving? Well, this was announced Friday, today. And so we haven't heard anything. I've reached out to all of the big players in the telehealth game, and I've yet to hear anybody because I really just believe that they don't know. They need to get with their legal department and reach out to the compounding pharmacies who probably also need to consult counsel and make sure they're all good to go and start manufacturing again for those who have not ceased and desist. And that would be most of the 503As. So stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed because I will bring you that as soon as I have it. And that'll be an ongoing list because I don't think everybody's going to come online on Monday. But as they come along, I'll tell you who is accepting new patients and what the month's supplies that they look like is. But this is the time to stack them vials. That's all I have for you today. And I think it's a pretty huge victory. This is a big stamp on the W. Fuck the FDA.